And there we have it. The vSphere ESXi is now installed. At this point you would normally reboot. I'm just going to shut it down for a moment to enable pass-through of the Intel Virtualisation Technology. So what we need to do with the virtual machine shut down, and to edit, and under CPU we want to expose hardware assisted virtualization to the guest OS. We can now power that back on. When you have installed vSphere and rebooted your host, you'll be brought to a screen that looks something a bit like this. So you can see there we've got the IP address that we've got from DHCP and a few bits and pieces as our host. We press F2 and log in. We'll see a very limited set of options here. Now I'm just going to take a quick look at a few of them. So configure management network, you are very possibly going to need to come in here to set up networking on your host, especially in a production environment where you won't necessarily have DHCP. So first of all, you can select the network adapters and you can choose which of your physical network adapters you are going to use. In this case, I only have one. You can also specify a VLAN, your IP address, and your DNS servers. I'm just going to leave that all on default because that serves me in my lab environment here. Test management network. Now, this will by default ping the default gateway and your DNS servers. I'm going to remove the default gateway because I know mine won't ping, and we're also going to resolve the venerable Google. So we can see all is well there. Network restore options. This is a last resort if you've made a mistake with your network settings and want to start again. Now, as you'll see when we get into the VMware console, there's a lot more options in terms of network configuration within vSphere. When you select restore network settings there, it will overwrite any of the more complex configurations that you may have put into the vSphere web console. So if you are in that position where you've made a mistake and you can't get back into your host, I would suggest trying to get back into the host through the web console and making the changes properly, because you could lose some configuration which is more critical to you. But if you have no other options, that is there. And then reset system configuration goes one step further and resets the whole host to factory default. If you have any virtual machines that are running on there, it will turn those off and detach them from the host, and you're going to have to go and find those on your storage, reattach them and restart them manually. So again, an absolute last resort. So we'll now go to this IP address and take a look at the web console. We'll get the usual security warning when we try to log in. It's a self-signed certificate. It's of course fairly normal. And there we go, we've logged into our vSphere host. So in the next lecture, we'll go through setting up this host a little bit and deploy the vCenter server appliance onto it.